Hi guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited today because I want to start this brand new series. It's basically going to be a combination of Sephora hauls and reviews. So basically, I want this to be kind of a monthly series where I take a look back at everything I bought from Sephora within the past month, and the videos will be a few weeks after the month has ended to take time for me to have fully used the products that I purchased and be able to share reviews with you guys about them. I wanted to play around with this idea for a couple reasons. First of all, I love filming hauls, I love watching hauls, I love buying things, and I know there are a ton of hauls on YouTube, especially Sephora hauls, but personally I don't buy like 10 things on the same day when I buy something from Sephora. You know what I mean? Like, I maybe buy 10 things in a month, but I probably buy like 2 or 3 things at a time, and I don't think that makes a very interesting haul video just to show you guys a couple things that'd be over like in a flash. So I wanted to do kind of a monthly collection because that way I'll actually have some more products to showcase. And secondly, I really love reviews, and I know you guys do too. I think that's something that YouTube is really good for, is seeing other people try out products, hearing other people's personal experiences with products that you know are legit. So I wanted to combine the haul aspect and the review aspect by basically recapping all the products that I've bought from Sephora in a given month, giving me a few weeks after the month has ended to film the video and make sure that I have fully formed opinions on every product that I purchased from the past month. So this video is going to be about June, even though we are in July right now when I'm filming, and it might be August by the time this goes up. So either way, I thought this would be a pretty cool idea to show you guys what I've bought. This is also kind of a road to VIB Rouge kind of series too, because this is the first year that I believe I'm on track to hit VIB Rouge. Actually, before the end of the year, I'm actually not very far away as it stands right now, but either way, this is going to be showcasing a lot of the products that I bought that helped me get to VIB Rouge eventually, probably in the next couple months ago by October or November. But anyway, so that'd be kind of an interesting aspect to this as well. I also want to mention before we get started that I am a very strict vegan, and I only buy cruelty-free products, and by cruelty-free I mean in the strictest manner. So I do not purchase products from companies that are owned by another company that tests on animals, such as Urban Decay. I mean, I don't even spend a lot of time thinking about this, so I don't know if I can name a ton of things off the top of my head, but quite a few products that they sell at Sephora are technically, Tarte is another one, they're technically cruelty-free, but they are owned by a company that are notorious for not being so. So I personally only buy from brands that are 100% cruelty-free and do not have a parent company that is not, because I don't want any of my money to go to animal torture. Most of the brands I buy end up being probably mostly vegan, but that's not always the case. So I wanted to give you guys just a heads up about that. So if you are a vegan and cruelty-free purchaser, you might want to stick along with this series, because I am a huge makeup, skincare, hair care fan, and I would love to show you guys all the cool products that you can get at Sephora that fit in with our values. So we're just gonna jump right on into it. Today's a totally casual, relaxing day for me, so we're just gonna go through, talk about some products. Hope you guys are ready to relax and get your pocketbooks ready as well, maybe. All the products will be down in the description as well that I'll talk about. If you want to see the full names and all that kind of details and stuff will be down there below, but let's get started. Okay, so I just have a ton of these products on the floor right now. I think I have like 7 things, so we'll go through that. It's not going to be in the exact order that I bought them because I don't really remember, but we're just going to get started with, I'm going to pick something at random. Okay, so one of the things I bought in June of this year, 2017, was the Laid Back Defrizz and Anti-Static Spray from IGK, which is a hair company. Now, I bought my first IGK product probably earlier this year, not that much earlier, maybe April or May, or probably May, and that was their, now I don't remember the name of it, but it's like this spray-on conditioner, and I can't remember the name of it now, but I fell in love with that. IGK is a newer company to Sephora. Like I said, only been there for a few months, completely 100% vegan, which is awesome, and they have such a salon kind of aesthetic, not like, because a big problem that I have personally, like I said, I'm strict vegan and cruelty free, but I'm not a huge fan of all of those. I like more performance makeup. Like before MAC derailed from the cruelty-free train, they were my favorite company. I really love high performance quality makeup. So I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the like natural, quote unquote natural companies, are just not really my look, not really my vibe. And I find that IGK really has that like the exact vibe that I like. Not afraid to use some different ingredients that perhaps a natural company might not use, but it is still vegan and cruelty free, which is what matters to me the most. I know also this is aerosol, which is really bad for the environment, but this is like, I only have like 2 aerosol products. I think this one and then the other one that I bought from them are the only 2 ones that I have, so I'm sorry about that. If you avoid aerosol, then maybe don't buy this, but if you don't have a problem with that, then I cannot recommend this enough. So basically, what this does is it's just a spray. If I can get the top off, it's just a little spray, and you only need like a couple spritzes of it. I use it typically in my routine. I'll shower, my hair will be damp, I'll towel dry it and whatnot, and before I brush it out to blow dry it, if that, I don't know if that made sense. I use a detangling brush and then I blow dry my hair is what I meant to say. So before I use my detangling brush, I spray this on, and this doesn't like detangle, like actually, and it actually makes it a little harder to detangle. I just do it to make sure that the product gets evenly distributed throughout my hair, since you're just kind of spraying it on in sections, you know. So I spray this on like maybe 3 or 4 times, pretty close to my hair. It probably has directions on how you're supposed to do it. I don't know, I just do it pretty close to my hair 3 or 4 times, mostly on the ends, not like up here, you know. Don't do this on your roots, people. Rookie mistake. Just down on my ends, which get insanely frizzy. I can't even tell you. So anyway, I spray it on, and then I brush through my hair, and then I blow dry my hair. And that's usually my little routine for that. I've been using this every day that I wash my hair, and of course, as luck would have it, because I've just been hanging around the house past couple days, I didn't actually use this last time I washed my hair, and my hair is just like, I mean, it's not the worst, but it definitely is not perfect and flat and as chill as I would like it, especially when it's been very humid here in Illinois lately, and that really shows in my hair. Like going back to what I said, I have extremely frizzy hair to the point where it's insane. This is my hair right now. This is straightened and slept on, so that's why it's like sort of flat, but I will never show you guys honestly what my hair looks like right out of the shower. It's insane. It is just frizz central. I have to just tame it down with a straightener and a blow dryer and just work it into this like semi straight look, because I just have the worst frizzy hair. So I wanted to try out this product. Once again, this is the Defrizz and Anti-Static Spray. So you can spray this on dry hair as well, which I have, to reduce static, which is something that is awesome too, especially as I'm growing my hair out, longer and longer hair. It looks awful when it's like everywhere and staticky. This is perfect for that. The other thing that I find is I have very particular hair that can react disastrously to a lot of products. And I'll actually do a story time, I think, about when I started to transition using Paul Mitchell products and the awful things that it did to my hair and to my scalp. I think I will do a story time about that, because it's a big learning lesson. Like, we pay close attention to what our skin needs and, you know, if our skin's oily or dry, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like we don't give enough attention to our hair's needs, and my hair in particular is very picky, and it can go very wrong if I use a product that doesn't agree with. So far, everything I've tried from IGK has been absolutely perfect for my hair texture, the look that I go for, and it never causes buildup in my hair or anything like that. So I actually could not recommend this enough. Like I said, I use this every time that I wash and style my hair. So I would definitely recommend this, and I just think it is so cute. It's so shiny, so it's not gonna show off very well on the camera, but it just has such a cute can and look. This shiny bottle is just so cute, and I cannot recommend this brand enough. I can't wait to try the rest of their items. If you are looking for new hair care, this is the way to go. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna stick with hair care now. This is just the second hair care product I bought back in June. This is Dry Bar's Detox Dry Shampoo, and don't have a lot to say about this. This is probably like the 4th or 5th bottle I bought of this so far. I don't know why it's not showing up on camera, but I'm pretty sure that if you guys are familiar with hair care, like, you'll know what this looks like. I'm sure a lot of you guys have tried this yourselves, but this is just Drybar's original dry shampoo, because I know now they have that foam, and they also have a different scent. What's interesting is that the alternative scent to this product is not vegan. Like, that version of the product is not vegan. I really wanted to try it because that scent is called, they named it Lush. I was like, oh, okay, like, I know it has nothing to do with Lush, but of course I want a Drybar bottle that says Lush on it. So I was gonna buy that. I came so close to getting it on the Sephora website, and then I was like, oh, I'll just double check, and it turns out that one's not vegan. I can't remember why, but I remember it not being vegan friendly. So warning, don't buy that, but you can definitely buy the OG formula. I believe the foam is vegan as well, but don't quote me. I think that one is okay, but I just always stick with the OG. This is the dry shampoo I use. I mean, not every day, but every time I use dry shampoo, I use this guy. It doesn't last very long. Like I said, I've probably been through like 4 or 5 cans of it, but this is just the best in my opinion. I know they have a brunette one as well that might be worth checking out. Like, it has like brown hair dye in it if you have darker hair, which I do, but I find that this one isn't really an issue for me. If you want a tip on how to use it, I basically never use this on the spot. Like, I basically never roll out of bed and decide I'm not going to wash my hair, or decide my hair looks weird, and then spray it on and then go out the door. I think there would be too much residue and like flakes and like visual appearance for my kind of hair, or like the color that my hair is, to do that kind of thing. So I just basically almost plan when I'm gonna be too lazy to take a shower, which actually like isn't as hard as you would think it is to do. So basically I just think ahead of when I might not have the opportunity to, or when I might want to prolong my curls or my style, you know. And so the night before, I will just spray this in thoroughly so that it is all white and it is all disgusting looking, and because I mean no one's gonna see. So then I just go to bed, and by the time I wake up, it is soaked up, oils all overnight, all over my hair, and I would just brush out the rest of the residue. So that is my tip. If you have like coarse hair where it's hard to get stuff out of it, or if you have darker hair and you want to use this dry shampoo, it's also a great way to really clean it so much more, because it will take up all the sweat and all the dirt, you know, overnight instead of just within like an hour before you leave. So I would definitely recommend this. So this next thing is gonna involve a little rant. Actually, these next 2 things are gonna involve a little rant. So if you're ready to hear a rant, then you're in luck. If you're not, then, well, you probably shouldn't be on my channel, because I have a lot of opinions about a lot of different things. So if you are a member of the cruelty-free community, you've probably heard this. If not, I'll recap it for you guys. But basically, Hourglass is being acquired by Unilever. It has not gone through 100% yet, I'm pretty sure, but by the end of 2017, by the end of this year, Hourglass will have been acquired by Unilever, which is one of the top animal testing companies in the entire world. They are starting a whole new cosmetic initiative, and Hourglass is the first brand to sign on. Great news, right? No, not really, because I love Hourglass so much. So this turned into, what can I stock up on? Like, when I saw the news of this on Facebook, I freaked. I just recently really got into this company. I started using their stick foundation, like literally like 3 weeks before I heard the news. I started using the stick foundation. I loved it, and I was like, oh great, of course, as soon as I find a new foundation like that I like, then this happens. So I decided to stock up on some stuff. I actually already bought a second stick foundation by pure luck before I heard about this, so I think I'll be okay with that for a while. But 2 other things that I bought out of anger. So I bought some more of their Mineral Veil Primer. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so I've never actually purchased this. I've somehow, I don't know if any of you guys get me about this, but I've somehow managed to coast on samples for like 3 years or something like that. All samples from Sephora. This is their super popular, like super favorite primer. It looks like this, which is like weird. It's a very like different consistency for a primer. But it is just amazing. Anyone that tries it knows it's amazing. It just has rave reviews, and I don't use this every day. This is not like my go-to primer, but I mix primers all the time. I'll wear 2 at a time, and I alternate them every day depending on how my skin is feeling. I probably have like 5 or 6 primers in my train case right now, and this is just one of my go-to ones, so I always want to have some more of it. And like I said, I've been coasting on samples somehow. I've never actually had to purchase this product, so I figured I would just get this little size. It should last me for a bit till I find another primer that I like to add to my rotation. But I'm super bummed about this because like I said, I'm pretty sure anyone that's used this knows that this is some really bomb primer, and primer is actually like one of the most important parts of my routine, so kind of stinks, and I can't even recommend this because I don't even want you guys to buy it. So I don't even know where I'm going with this, but basically I had to buy this, you know. The other thing I had to buy, quote unquote, is something I've been wanting for the past probably like 2 years, ever since I got into makeup. And I saw this advertised. This is before I even started buying Hourglass. Long before that, I always wanted this palette, and this is the Hourglass ambient lighting palette. Come on, again, everyone and their mother has seen this. This has been around for so long. Everyone has swatched it. To me, this is something I've always longed for. I've always heard about how the powders just do magical things for your face and how beautiful they are and finely milled and luxurious. And when I was very into mid-range, I've never been into low-end makeup, but I used to be like hardcore into mid-range, and now I'm slowly moving up to luxury. Like, I found this out when I was very on the low side of mid-range, and I was just like, this is a gold product. Like, when I'm rich, I'm gonna buy this palette, like, because I own no palette, something like that. But I figured now was the time, because since then I've probably bought like 5 or 6 palettes, so it's not that like exciting for me anymore, and like it's now or never, right? I figured this was the calling, this was the thing I needed to add this to my collection. So as you guys probably know, we have dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light in here. This is just reflecting a ton of stuff. I'm gonna cover the mirror. Let's see. Okay, so here are the powders that you get. Oh my god, it just looks so gorgeous on camera, doesn't it? Maybe that's just me, but that just looks so stinking pretty. So yeah, I don't even know, like, I think I used this like once. This is gonna sound so bad. It's one of those things, like, I'm a makeup collector, just like I'm a Lush collector. Like, part of purchasing and part of using products for me is not all about like bam, 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 clean out that pot, you know what I mean? Like, use every last bath bomb before you find another one. No, like, a big part of it is collecting and saving and looking at products and owning them for me. And it's the same way with makeup, although I do try harder to actually use things. But for this, it's been more of like, I need to own this and I need to have it around. Like I said, I've only used it once, and I wasn't really sure which powder was supposed to be for what. I was just messing around. I just kind of put stuff on my face, and I really don't think it did anything. But again, I wasn't doing it the right way, I'm sure. So if you guys own this palette, can you like comment down below and tell me like which color is your favorite and for what part of your face and in what part of your routine you put it on. Like, I really need some tips for how to use this, because I know it's amazing, but I don't know, I'm pretty dumb with makeup, so if you could just tell me what you like about this and how you like to use it down below, I would love that. But yeah, so like, once again, that's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. I'm very excited to own this, but I'm sad for the circumstances that I had to have purchased it in. R.I.P. Hourglass. Alright, so I only have 3 things left actually. One of these is going to be pretty quick. Okay, so I bought this Jack Black, this is going to get kind of TMI probably, but I bought this Jack Black Bump Fix Razor Bump and Ingrown Hair Solution with salicylic acid, aloe leaf, and organic chamomile. And it's just like a really small bottle, like if I can compare it to this hairspray. Very, very little bottle. I think you can maybe get a bigger one. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But I got this. I like Jack Black products. I know they're for men, but whatever. They're like unisex. I bought this because I was having straight up so many razor bumps and so many shaving rashes and stuff from shaving like every day for summer. I was trying to use like anything I could think of that I already owned to like help heal those things, but like nothing was working. So I decided to buy this because I was like, well, this is what it's for, I guess. It's a very specific product, so I guess I'll try it. And I'm not sure, like, I think I used it like 5 or 6 times on the areas that were pretty bad, and I'm not sure if it did anything. It definitely didn't make things worse. I think it was good for kind of calming the area and the bumps and stuff like that, but it definitely didn't fix it. Actually, the thing that I found that fixed it the best was I recently bought the Soap and Glory, what's that called? The Scrub of Your Life, I think it's called, from Target. And that was just, I just wanted to buy that for as a scrub, but I think that actually helped way more than this did. Like, it's too late for me to return this, and I don't think I would have anyway. But if this is a problem that you have, you might want to try this out just in case. It might work really well for you, because it didn't work like badly for me, but I don't know if I necessarily recommend this. Next product we have is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I had my eye on this for quite a few months. Cover FX is one of my all-time favorite brands. I own so much stuff from them. I've gone through so many of their products. I just love that company, and I love anything I try from them. Definitely one of the companies that I spend the most money on at Sephora. So I decided to buy this after a couple months of it being out, because I recently just got into setting spray, which is a little weird. It seems like something, you know, like it's not like it's just trendy now, like it's been around for a while, but I didn't start using setting spray until maybe like 3 months ago. I'm someone that is total cake face, like cake face or nothing. Like, if I don't spend like 5 minutes putting on powder, like I'm not going outside. Like, it's basically like the whole thing was moot. Like, that is so essential to my routine. So I was originally against setting spray because I used to be so cake face that I needed to be completely matte to the point, like, I hope you guys get where I'm going with this. Like, do you know when your face almost becomes like fuzzy? And maybe that's because of like you know, baby hairs on your face, but there's so much caked up powder and so much stuff that it's almost like it adds texture to your face, like it settles into your wrinkles because you put that much on, or like settles into your baby, like your fine hairs on your face, and it almost gives you like a fuzzy, like really dried out, like sucked out face looking, like when you didn't look like that before you powdered. But that used to be literally me, because I was like, well, you know what, like this is not really the case for me anymore, but when I was younger, like, I have acne, I have whatever, like, my face looking sucked up is a million times better than my makeup melting off and looking disgusting, right? I think you guys might get what I mean with that. If you have oily skin, I bet you've gone through a period like that in your life where you just want to look better, or you just want to look different. Like, maybe your makeup is super visible, maybe, or maybe your powder is just like flying everywhere, maybe, but at least you don't look like an oily mess. You know what I mean? So I was originally against setting spray because I was like, oh, it's gonna make me look dewy. Like, dewy is my worst nightmare. Like, anytime I see a little bit of like something coming through on my face, like powder. So I didn't want to look dewy at all. So I was originally very against the idea of setting sprays. Then I kind of caved after the dewy trend got very big and the highlighting trend got very big. That's the thing that really pushed me to try setting sprays. I started getting into highlighting, and it just seemed like that was the look, right? Was to have this like big glow and to have this dewy, like perfect face. So then I found out that I could cake like to the stars, and then put a setting spray on top, and it would just melt all that powder into my skin. It was still there though, it was still gonna last all day, but it just wouldn't give me that settling look and that chalky look. And so that was honestly what I should have been doing ages ago. It's kind of the best of both worlds, and I actually am into the dewy look more now, so I'm actually like excited and happy to look that way. So that's convinced me to try this. I started off my setting spray addiction with the Kat Von D setting spray, which to me was the perfect bridge to using it, because her stuff is so, I mean, I hope this doesn't come across as offensive, but I find her stuff very cake face. Like, her foundation, all her stuff is like full coverage, full power, like no shame. At least is the impression I get from it. So I really want to try her setting spray because it was like, it's gonna stay on your face, it's gonna be there, and like it's gonna be intense, not just like a light little mist, you know, like, so that was the perfect product for me. I use that every day now, no matter what kind of makeup look I'm going for, or where I'm going, or how long I'm gonna wear it for. I use that every single day. So then I was like, Cover FX, of course, need to get on this bandwagon, so I bought this as well. My review on this is kind of mixed, and I'm gonna actually sound crazy because I go excessive now with the sprays. Whereas I used to go excessive with the powder. Now I'm actually doing all three. So I actually usually use this after my Kat Von D. I've never used this on its own so far, I don't think. So basically, like I said, on the daily I use my Kat Von D. However, when I really want to go the extra mile, or I have extra time, or I'm going for a very specific look, I spray this on top. And it sounds excessive, but I don't think it actually is. If you guys have used both of those products, you'll know that they're very different. The Kat Von D one is, like I said, very intense, very, like, it's almost mattifying in a way. This one, because it's the illuminating one, there's a matte one as well, which I haven't actually tried, but because it's illuminating, it almost has like little glitters in it. It really gives you that, like, in my opinion, you don't want to go like choo super intense with this one, because it's just gonna look like too much. But just a little fine mist of this gives you that like perfect highlighty, dewy look all over your face. So I used the Kat Von D one to set, and this one almost as like a finisher, almost how you would use like a loose powder to set, and then maybe like the Hourglass, one of these pressed powders to go over and kind of perfect an area. That's what I've been doing with these setting sprays. So I would say overall I like the Kat Von D one more than this, because I know that locks my makeup in, and I know that's gonna help it last all day. I'm not sure this one really does, but it does give me a really good look that I like. And if you don't have very oily skin, this is probably the perfect setting spray for you. I mean, it's Cover FX, all their stuff is super high quality and great for your skin. So I really, really recommend, if you have dry skin or combination skin, this would be a perfect just little light mist for a setting spray for you. I could not recommend this enough. The other thing I like about this one is it sounds like it sounds like spray paint. It sounds like you're getting ready to spray paint your face, but it comes out super light. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. You can't even like see that, right? The mist is so light, it's so gentle. And the other thing I love about this is when you use it, you can, okay, this is probably not a thing that affects that many people, but because I wear glasses, when I spray my face, I have to wait a good, few minutes to make sure it's totally dried down before I put my glasses, so I'm not smudging my makeup. This dries instantly, extremely fast. Also, because the mist is so light, it almost just feels like it's there and then it's totally absorbed. So that's one thing I do like about this. Once again, this is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. And the final thing I got from Sephora in June. This is going to be a long video. I hope you guys like this kind of stuff. Otherwise, because I didn't really mean I didn't mean for it to be this long. I just kind of wanted it to be like a, oh, I'm starting a new series thing, and then it ended up being like, listen to Hannah talk for like 2 hours. I hope you guys like this kind of stuff. Honestly, going way back, like my original inspiration and the first person, not the first person that I ever watched on YouTube, by far, definitely not, but the first person that made me actually want to become a YouTuber myself and think that I could was Trisha Paytas, which sounds so bad, and you guys are gonna be like, you don't want to be like her, and I know I don't want to be like her, but in a lot of ways we are very similar, and one of those is that she loves to just plop down and chat and talk and do a haul, but the haul is going to include like a million other things, and she's going to go into too much detail and talk way too fast. I think I have a lot in common with Trisha Paytas, so okay, so next thing, this is a really interesting product actually. I'm glad I saved this one for last. This is the Glow Recipe, that's the name of the brand, and the name of the product is Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. It says makeup erasing and deep cleansing. Okay, so this is really interesting because this is another company that's very new to Sephora as well, and at this time there are only 2 products that they sell at Sephora, this one and a mask, a sleeping mask actually, watermelon sleeping mask I think it's called. So this caught my attention right away because, like I said, vegan, cruelty free, like how do you know if someone's vegan? Like, they tell you, like, geez, it's on being right now. But just to reiterate that, basically what I also do to find out new products, like I always search the Just Arrived page on Sephora, but I also always search vegan and then sort by newest to latest products in the search bar. So then I always, like, I will never miss anything that's uploaded as vegan on Sephora.com. So that's actually how I found this, because I'm sure I scrolled past it on the Just Arrived, but I was like something about this, it doesn't seem like something I would use. You know, there's a lot of things I just skip over because I'm like, I don't think that's something that I'm going to buy. But it came up as vegan because it is labeled as vegan on their website. That really intrigued me, and the other thing that really intrigued me was that this is supposed to be inspired by K-beauty. So like Korean beauty products, which of course have been trendy for years and years and years here in America. And I've always wanted to use some Korean beauty products so badly, but none of that stuff is cruelty-free. Like, I don't even know if one brand is. Maybe. If there is, I haven't found it. But everyone's had so much fun with all those cute little products, and like, they have such a specific aesthetic for skincare, especially in particular, that is so intriguing to me, and I've always wanted to try that stuff so bad. But so I read the description on Sephora's website, and this Glow Recipe brand is supposed to be inspired by that Korean beauty aesthetic, so that really drew me in. So I was basically sold at that point that it was vegan and cruelty-free, but supposed to be like a K-beauty type product. That totally sold me. So once again, like I said, this is the Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. So it's just like a very, I mean, I don't know why I'm showing this, but it's just like a very thick, actually, cleanser, thick but clear, like a gel-like cleanser. And I'm just gonna read the back. It says simplified skincare with maximized post-facial results. It has blueberry antioxidants and hyaluronic acid. So you can use it as a cleanser or a mask. If you let it dry for like, you know, a few minutes after you put it on, then it becomes a mask, but it's basically the same thing as using it as a cleanser. It supposedly takes off makeup, which I don't think I've really tried. It's probably taken off a makeup residue, but I've never tried to actually come on with a full face of makeup and then use this. I'm not sure, but I actually love this. And I was surprised because I do have extremely piggy skin and extremely oily skin, and this is something that's really just meant to be hydrating. Like, it says Blueberry Bounce. It's supposed to make your skin bouncy and hydrated and shiny and full, and which is like not what I go for, but I was so intrigued by what this product was going for that I decided to try it, and it has not broken me out once, which is very surprising to me. It's definitely not broken me out at all. It feels so good on your skin. The only thing is, if you have oily skin, you're going to want to wash this off pretty thoroughly. I find most products just say, you know, use warm water and take it off, but that never works for me. I use a washcloth for everything. I'd recommend this for this as well because it definitely does leave a residue, and it's so much so that I can't handle it. So if you just use like your hands in some warm water, like, it's gonna leave like a very heavy residue. So I just take some water on a washcloth and just very quickly wash off my face, and it just leaves your skin so smooth and so soft, and it just feels plump and nice, with definitely without feeling oily or like you clogged anything up. It just feels very smooth and baby skin like, which I think is what this was going for. So I honestly really recommend this product, and I would actually like to try their sleeping mask as well, because that's watermelon, which sounds really cool because this one has real blueberries and smells like blueberries. So I'd love to have a watermelon one, which is my favorite fruit. So yeah, so this is the last product that I bought in June of this year from Sephora, and my video for July of this year will probably be up pretty soon, as we are nearing the end of July and the beginning of August. I bought a ton of new products in July, I think actually more than I bought in June, so a lot of bigger purchases as well, like palettes and stuff like that. So you guys might be interested to maybe subscribe and watch out for that video as well. Like I said, this is going to be a new series that I start kind of also on the road to attaining VIB Rouge, which I'm super pumped for. I mean, it's probably not like something to be that proud of, but I am very excited because I've been VIB for like 3 or 4 years now, and I've never come close enough to justify getting right into VIB Rouge. But looks like this is the first year it's gonna happen, so thank you guys for coming with me on my journey to this. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you watched to the end. You are the bomb. If you want to leave me a like or a comment, or especially subscribe to see more videos like this, I would appreciate it so much. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!